So if the label was the problem and not the artist, if the boss was the problem and not the artist, why can they not maintain that level or go higher now that they have their wings are free to fly? Hi people, and welcome back to the Just My Opinion podcast. I'm Etah, and what I'm saying is just my opinion, not facts, just my opinion. Okay, so we are going to move on to talk about why do most artists who leave the New Bell music label, why don't they become more successful, or why do they actually become less successful than when they were in the New Bell music label? So I would like you to tell me what you think before we proceed.
Okay, I feel like this is a very sensitive topic, given that I'm also in the entertainment industry and I've had my own tough times with artists, so it might be a very sensitive topic to touch. But I just feel like all of these things happen in stages. Most of the time, like I'll use my own case for an example. We get into this business and we are not ready. The artist is not ready, the label is not ready yet. So we get to grow and then we become mature only after we have struggled and then maybe fallen out. Then it looks like we can now start moving. I don't know if it makes sense. Yeah, so we were not yet ready for the arrangements we were getting into, and then we got into it, and then we became ready only when we had gone through the rough times and we had learned from those things. That's one side of it. The other side is, as I said, it's a very tough thing for the New Bell level case. I mean, I saw something recently where Pascal was posting where he said he shot a certain video and then Jovi refused that they should not put it out twice or so after they shot the video or something like that. I think a fan asked him like, why was this video not put out? So it's very difficult when you have an artist as the head of the label, because he's mixing some of those things. He's mixing the business and the artistic things, because artists usually have, I mean, working with artists, I've realized that they have some level of ego and competition, which is even unconsciously that competition manifests itself. I don't know how to explain it. So it's possible that you can even shoot your video or do your song, and if the boss is an artist and he's feeling like he wants to put out his own thing first, and this might distract. So there is that. He's not looking at just, are we going to make money, so let's put it on first. He's looking at, okay, I want my own thing to be big. So there's that competition. So I feel like it's a little bit tough on the New Bell Cam side, given that they have an artist for boss of the label, and this artist in particular is not even known to be the best business manager mind kind of person. So I feel like it's a little bit tricky in the New Bell Camp. But artistic wise, so I feel like still is that same comment I was making with people knowing their place. So you can still be the boss, but you know, okay, let me give this man the right. If this person says you should put it out, he puts it out. You should have your A&R, you should have your marketing guys, you should have your communication guys. When they say let's do this, you do this. It's not because you are the boss and you have your ego at stake, then you start to rant and then you start to kick people out of the level. Not necessary. So you should have some of those people in your team that when he talks when he's in charge of this and he says we should do this, you listen to him. So there is also that factor. So I feel like it's a growing level. The industry is not yet there. The entertainment houses are not yet there. So we are just growing. But hopefully we are looking in the right direction, because that's my fear. If we are not looking in the right direction, then we'll be turning around in the desert for 40 days like the Israelites.
Yeah, but okay, now if they had all these challenges while they were in the label, but why is it that when they leave the label they cannot still maintain the very level of success, or sometimes the artists even go lower than the level of success? So if the label was the problem and not the artist, if the boss was the problem and not the artist, why can they not maintain that level or go higher now that they have their wings are free to fly? Why are they not able to excel?
Okay, so most of the time what I would say is, if after you have left the label and you still cannot make it, you are the problem. But there's the other side of things where I say in Cameroon we don't yet have labels that are adapted to characters. So I'll use the example of football or even basketball. We have coaches who, I remember there was this guy who was the coach of was it Tottenham or one of these teams, where when there is a very stubborn player who is talented, that's the coach that asks you to play with. He knows how to manage crazy talent. So you should have levels. So I feel like the levels in Cameroon, that if you look at the guys who are under, let's say, Olamide, and the guys who are under MI, is two different characters. For some reason, I feel like Jesse Jags will excel more if he works with Olamide. But he's working with MI because MI is his brother and the other Chocolatity and all of that. But Olamide has the ability to work with crazy characters and then still bring out their talent. But so that's the example I'm just using here. So a guy like Pascal, I feel like he's more business serious, and Mboko Banga kind of atmosphere might not work so well for him. Yeah, so that's for Pascal's case. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, okay. Now there was this comment under Tilla's when this blogger shared Tilla's Instagram post telling people that she has started doing business. There was this guy who said, when I'm telling people that Jovi chews everything and gives to these people, some people argue with me, but this is a clear proof that that's what actually happens, because when these people leave, they are not able to produce the very kind of hits that they produce, that were actually produced by Jovi. So I think maybe it's also that they don't find the right song.
So are we also going to say that Empire chewed everything and gave Magasco?
Magasco is still doing his thing.
But not as big as when he was under Empire.
Yeah, what I'm saying is, okay, so we have all these different things that come into play. Now the song must be good. Then you also have to have a good distribution strategy, right? We know that with these big labels, their distribution is like on point. So when you have a track, it's able to go further.
Not that the artists are not talented, but maybe it's just that the distribution and the connections which Jovi has, they have lost it. That's why they cannot. Because moving around Buea, we see talent every day, but it takes a lot more than talent to get it out there.
Okay. Yeah, so what we are saying is there are all these different things which come into play to make an artist successful. Now we cannot put our finger on the right thing which is making this artist not to be successful after leaving their label. The one thing is certain is, we know Pascal has talent, we know Tilla has talent, but it might be they don't have the right song to put out there, or it might be they have lost all these connections, so their tracks are not distributed as widely as it could be. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to go on another break, and when we return, we will go to the next topic.